Morning Pillaging Show. This for Raiders, oh, Raider Nation chasing, oh, pillaging just for Sundays, oh, me and Chris, we don't miss, oh, me and Chris don't miss, oh, me and Chris don't miss, when it comes to this Raider classic, we don't miss. Raider Nation, we don't miss.
Morning.
Good morning. How we doing?
Surviving. It's a late night Christmas party. I didn't even longer than I thought it was. No hangover. Didn't drink when I got there, but I'm just tired. How's baby Raider doing?
Oh, she's hanging in. She had a little runny nose yesterday, but she's hanging in there today.
Sure. I know. I was there all last week, so I know how she feels.
Heck yeah. I try to keep her away from everybody, but it's hard. We got like appointments and all that good stuff.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Well, good morning to you, nation. Welcome to the Pillaging Show with me, Christopher Rares, and of course my main man over here, Red Nate Jason, and little Mara. Hi, Mara. So let's start off with the chat. Let's see. We got Where's the Flag here? Says shows fire. Thank you. And Jacksonville. What's up, Jack? Raider Pete. Hey, thanks for joining us, Raider Pete. Good morning. And then we got Richard say, West Side. I like it. And Mr. Frank Weber always. All right. I don't know what to say about today's game. I'll let you talk because my head's still trying to wake up. I decided to have my coffee this morning.
Well, today, as you know, Kenny thing goes. We got our guy Kenny Pickett in there. So I just want to see some different football than we've seen these first, 13 weeks? I just want to see something different, something that looks like real football, like people that actually know what they're doing. And this will show us, is it just the line? Is it, because it's a mixture of things. It's not just one thing. Like we say the line, yeah, that's a big part of it. That's a big percentage of it. But there's things we're still missing in a lot of areas. So, playing like when you see that Tucker is our number one receiver, that's crazy. You know what I'm saying? Because like on most teams, he would be like a 3 or 4 or something like that. But for us, he's the number one. And we've lost a number, with Devontae, we lost Jacoby. We've lost a lot of wide receivers in this last, few years. So for us to enter today, I think it will look better. Like I said, we'll get better as the year goes on, but it won't, it's not going to do anything for us this year. But it's good to see. It's good to see us, improving in areas. Like last week, I like to see. I like what I've seen out of Kenny Pickett moving around the pocket. And what I'm saying, that was just something we haven't seen, because usually when we see that rush come off that edge, it's a Geno sack. So just to see him be able to maneuver, because that's what it takes. It's going to take just him maneuvering a couple more seconds for someone to get open, because we got speed. That's the thing. We have a roster that could possibly do something. But if the line is not correct, we will never see it. We won't see the results, because our guys' speed means nothing if they only have 2 seconds to run the route. So.
Well, you said we lost Jacoby Myers and Devontae Adams. They're not lost. We know where they are. They have other teams doing well. And then they bring in Lockett, which I don't know how much he's going to help. I guess he brought Lockett in to give the other guy, Geno Smith's little comfort zone. But see, that didn't work out. It's still not working out. Like you said, I just want to see a different game. I want to see more competitive. I want to see him going down the field and getting a touchdown. instead of 3 and outs. I want to see him run the ball well. You know, let Kenny Pickett get out, let's get the pocket, roll him out, throw the ball down the field. You know, let Besh feed. You know, we know what Brock Bowers can do. It's written in stone. We know what he can do. Let's do something different. Let's look different out there. I ain't saying let's clear out the bench with all the rookies in this game, but start incrementing into the game. Like, I don't know what's up with Grant. I don't know if he's hurt or they just don't want to play him. I would say let him get in there for a couple of plays. Let him get his jersey dirty. Because I know his cleaning bill is probably is nothing, zero, because he don't get dirty. They already got Caleb Roucher starting. That's good. Let him develop. Let him learn. Because going against a pretty good defense. And all we learn is, you know, what they say, iron sharpens iron.
Mm-hmm.
Let him go out there like, damn, this guy beat me up in the night. So the next year, it won't happen again. I'm going to learn. So today's game is not a must-win for us. I don't, because we have the number 2 pick as it stands now. And I think somebody said last night, a guy named Duncan that was on the show with us last night, I was trying to figure out if we win, where we go in the draft pick. He said 8. I said, we go from 2 to 8.
Yeah.
A 1 win that we don't need to win because we're not going anywhere.
Yeah.
Philadelphia, on the other hand, needs to win this game because they're 8-5. Let's see, I'll read the record. They're 8-5. And Dallas around the hills.
Mm-hmm.
A couple more Philly losses and a couple more Dallas wins. They're right there. And I don't know if the wild card will come out that Eastern Conference. Let's see here. See for a minute.
Yeah.
Let's go. So it's a must win for them. More it is for us. Let's see. I'm trying to get the records up here. Let's see. Yeah, see, Philly's 8-5, Dallas is 6-6 and 1.
Mm-hmm.
So another Philly loss, couple more Philly losses, and a couple of Dallas wins. They're right there because they can't afford to lose.
Yeah. You know how we usually do with the Super Bowl champions, We usually
We usually lose to everybody. We're the Super Bowl champions. So, it doesn't really matter.
Man. Yeah. Yeah, I think it's the crazy thing about the Raiders is we're so just unorganized and just so much different than actual other NFL teams. We kind of surprise teams like that because they practice hard for NFL offenses and then they get what we give them. So I think it's a trip. Like when we go, that's how we kind of catch these teams off guard. But I'm not gonna fall for this, that first drive thing, where the scripted drive. I'm not falling for that no more. Because there's been so many games where we score on that first drive looking good. And then nothing. 3 and out, 3 and out, 3 and out. Interception, 3 and out. Fumble. It's like there's no consistency with what we do pretty much with the ball. And I think it's like, damn, that's sad that we have that scripted drive and then that's it. We can't wing ourselves into another first down or extend the drive. It's just constantly putting this defense back on the field. And it's hard to score points when your offense is on the sideline. When Gino's sipping, Kool-Aid, Gatorade on the sideline. Excuse me.
You don't tell what he's drinking on the sideline.
It could be drinking Kool-Aid. Maybe that's what it is.
He could be drinking other stuff too. But yeah, that's how most teams do that. They do a scripted play, their first play. But they get there, they score a touchdown or not, or a field goal, whatever they do. And most teams have scripted plays, but then the defense catch on to it, and then the offense have to adjust because defense did that play's not gonna work right now. Maybe later in the game we can throw it in there, but those plays not gonna work right now. And that's one thing Raiders never do. Well, haven't in a while is make adjustments. And the old saying was, the Raiders are taking what defense give them. The defense don't give them anything because it's the same old play. So like, we're not giving you this. Try again. Okay, you guys one time they'll say fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice, shame on me. That's what they're doing. They're not gonna fool me. They're not fool us again. We know how your lineup, you said what you do. You guys tip your plays off every time.
Yeah.
So
and how they run like the wide receiver routes and everything like that. If you watch how these defenses, they're just sitting and waiting for the break. You know, they watch our tape of where our receivers break at, and they just wait and then just stay on top of that route. You know, we don't never give them anything different where where we make these DBs uncomfortable. They can just sit and wait for the break and then just attack the break. That's how Geno's throwing a lot of these picks. They're just waiting, you know, because they know at some point you're going to break, and they're just going to guess your route until they get it. And they know what Geno's comfortable with. Because, like, I forgot what was the first couple games he threw the first thing he threw was an interception. I want to say the Charger game.
It was a Charger game. It was at first game at home. The first play that we went out there and did throw an interception. Very first play.
Yeah, so. They went to the shortest route, the safety blanket, and then they just jumped it. You know, because they figure, hey, if he's going to go to something, he's probably going to go to something safe. So they attack that route and they guess right. But see, that's the thing. We can't have that. Like, we have too much speed to be, getting them with these underneath routes, because that makes the DBs lazy. All they got to do is sit and attack.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, just sit and attack, and then there's no creativity, no concepts to me. So okay, what language is this? I'm trying to figure it out. But anyway, thanks for joining us.
Man.
I had no idea what that is.
I'm gonna say one of the knees.
I only speak two languages: good English and bad English. So that's the only fluent language I know. So
Ebonic and chronic, man.
There you go. Red's probably going to keep it close. Yeah, they can keep it close. I mean, I want to see a competitive game.
Yeah.
I want to see some different things. I want to see, okay, like I said, put the young guys out there. Let Besh get some burn. I don't know about Thornton if he's available to play, because I didn't see a scratch list or who's available or not. I don't have that pulled up. But let the young guys go out there. We already see what Caleb Roberts can do. For the last game and a half, he did pretty well. This game might be different. He might falter, but at least he's out there.
Mm-hmm.
So, and another person that disappeared that I didn't really say anything about was Moser. Where's he been?
Yeah. Zamir, Mostert might have went on the same vacation.
Well, Zamir could disappear. I don't care. But Moser hasn't been out there. If he's out there, he didn't get any plays thrown his way.
Yeah. But I feel like they should both be in the backfield. Like, they should both have them on every play. Because that gives Geno, like, when they come around that edge, if Mostert and him are breaking out opposite directions, that gives them an out. You know what I'm saying? Or it opens up like a post route up top. You know what I'm saying? Like, if they go on the flat route, bam, post route up top. There's a lot of ways to hit them, man. Because, I mean, you can't guard everybody. And it's like, I don't know what our concepts are or whatever it is, but we're getting stopped because we don't believe in ourselves. Because, I mean, it's all about setting up the defense. You want to make them think you're doing something, and then hit them with something like either over the top. Like, even if they're blitzing, and our line's not that good, I mean, we could just do a shorter version of our routes. We don't have to be running 15-yard, 20-yard outs. You know what I mean? Just break that down, like a little 7-yard out, 8, little quick slants. Quick slants, and then you can set that up for the corner routes. You know what I mean? There's a lot of things you can do. You can't guard everybody. It's just, I don't like this new defense. I remember when DC came when McDaniels came. And remember Carr was talking about there's a certain person that they want you to throw to on the route. And I'm like, what happened to the days of you just hit the open person? Not you're trying to force feed somebody. Because if you're trying to get to somebody, I'm pretty sure the defense knows that you're trying to get to that same person. So I'm going to hit whoever's open. And that's the thing. We don't have like the where you're hitting the open guy. It's you're trying to scheme someone open, but they're not open. So it's a wasted play when you can. And then that every time you look on that tablet, there's somebody running wide open, waving their arms. So that's what I'm saying. Like we need to get back into that. Where get a quarterback that knows how to just get the open man. They can see the field well, because that's the thing. All these quarterbacks now are just hitting their first or second read. That's it. That's all it is. It's you getting your first read. There's no more going through all the progressions. There's no more of that. I'm gonna hit my whatever my safety is, and then if that's not open, I'm gonna go to my hopefully check down if you're smart. But we don't have a check down. We don't believe in check downs, I guess.
Hey, welcome to the show, Tyler Ray. Yeah, you said they don't have no concept. They don't have anything. They only know what they're doing out there. Because like I said, watching the game, and you saw what Pickett did compared to what Geno did. Geno looked, and then that's it. If there's one guy that open, he gets sacked or he holds the ball too long. See, Geno sits there and wait for somebody to break open instead of trusting receivers and throwing him open. That's what he don't do. He don't throw them open.
Mm-hmm.
So, Pickett did that. He threw guys open. Geno don't do that. If his guy's not open, he'll just hold the ball and get sacked or just throw it in the double coverage and stupid things like that. Mm-hmm. So he's not reading his progressions. Because I watched the breakdown on Pickett, he was like 1, 2, 3.
Yeah.
Found somebody. Geno he's open now. Oh no, interception. Because it's a difference. It's a tale of two quarterbacks. I'm not saying that Pickett's going to be our savior. It's too late for that. But moving forward, he's there. So might as well use him. AOC is healthy. Might as well throw him in the game too. Because I don't know if we're going to be on team next year. I don't know what coaching staff we're going to have. I don't know if Pete Carroll is going to be there. I don't know what OC we're going to get. I don't even know if Patrick Graham going to be there next year.
Yeah. I don't know how I feel about the Patrick Graham situation. Because, it's some games they're on. Some games you say, okay, the defense has been doing their job, and then there's just some games where it's like they don't care. They're like, hey, the offense gets to take games off. Why can't we? It just doesn't look good sometimes. And it just seems like, when they play that whatchamacallit, where they're playing off that off coverage and giving up, pretty much everything. Like it's 3rd and 5, and then we're 10 yards back. What are we doing?
I can't answer that. I don't know what we're doing. I don't think they know what they're doing. Pete Carroll's part of the problem. Well, yeah. Well, it's always, you always go up ranks, or go down ranks, say why we're losing. You blame the coach, then you go down there from there. So yeah, we're losing because of the coach. Coaches, all of them. But Patrick Graham, I think hands are cuffed because Pete Carroll liked to run that cover 3, and I forgot who it was, but mentioned that the Raiders run more cover 3 than anybody in the NFL.
Yeah.
And the cover 3 was good at one point, but the offense got used to it and they know how to pick it apart. Okay, so get out the cover 3, go to another style of defense. I ain't saying go press man coverage. I'm not saying anything. Do another style of defense, mix it up. So I'm running the same defense all the time. That's how we get picked apart. So, defense on the field too much, yeah. Yeah, because all of us get 3 and out, so they get tired. Do you think Gentry will have a decent game with experience from the snow from Boise State? Possibly.
Oh, it's snowing too?
Yeah, it's like 3 to 5 inches right now.
Oh, Lord.
But,
Yeah. Dang, it might be a crazy one.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. I know he is. He probably tell me, hey, run this, and I know he is.
Yeah. At least Genty's. I almost don't even want to say that, but the one thing is we've been healthy. We've been healthy at the running back number 1 position for most of the season. So that's what I say. That's a good sign. I have no doubts that this kid is not durable, and he's not gonna be a good running back. We just got to set this team up right for him. Because I mean, before he gets just where he's like over it, because I mean, I'm pretty sure if this next season goes like this one did, I'm pretty sure he's gonna be like, man, get me out. I can't wait till my contract's over so I can get up out of here. Because somebody will pick him up. It's not like nobody's gonna, try to get him. It's just we get these toys and we just, we're not
break them.
We don't. Yeah, I was gonna say we don't take care of them. We get them just to have them, and then sometimes it's like we get these pieces and they're just like trade pieces. Just in case in the future if we need something on the, you need a little quick little trade or something like that. We got some valuable pieces, but we need to start keeping these valuable pieces and adding to these valuable pieces. And then see, that's the thing. What we do too, we get one person and we expect them to be everything. Like, okay, we got Genty. Oh, we don't need two other running backs. No, Genty, we're gonna ride Genty to the ground. Get Genty some help. That's how all these other teams go to Super Bowls. They have where you can't just guard one side, you got to guard everybody. Like Philly with Devontae Smith, you got AJ Brown, and I know I'm forgetting somebody. I know there's wide receivers that I'm not, but I know those two for sure. And that's the thing, and that's not just them. You got Saquon, you got Jalen Hurts. You got to watch him for the run. They got Goddard. They got some good tight ends. They got a bunch of people. And that's the thing. We get one person, like when we had Devontae or Jacoby, and expecting Jacoby just to be just a game record. No, you add talent, man. Like you have to keep adding talent, and that's what we do. We don't do. We keep getting rid of all the talent because we don't want to pay. I would get the players until we can't afford them, like we used to. Hey, get all the good players we can, just like Al Davis loved. Because that's the thing. Like I miss Al, and that someone was talking about this last. That might have been you guys, or it might have been 805 actually. We were talking about. Oh yeah, that was 805. We're talking about Gruden, and so Gruden is the closest thing that reminds me of Al Davis, as far as. When he sees talent, he wants that talent. He's not going to, you're not going to talk him out of not having that talent. But, Al Davis did know talent. He knew the speed. He knew the game changers, that eye test. And for us, we've strayed away from that for some reason because we used to have stars. We used to have players and all this kind of stuff. That's why when the McDaniels trade for Devontae happened, that was crazy because we were like, we didn't expect none of it. I had joked about something like that, but it actually happened. And how we had Jacoby, we were on to something. Like the McDaniels era, even though we didn't like his coaching, that team was one of the best teams that we've had in quite some time. Where you had Jacoby, Devontae, Jacobs, you had the core. You know what I'm saying? And that's and then of course when that gets dispersed, we go back to, building again. When we have to learn to, I don't know what it is. We always get rid of people, and then we're talking about, we get rid of Devontae, and we're like, okay, now we need a number one. Now we need a number one. We had a number one, and we had a number one. We took away. So I know how everyone feels about Devontae. It sucks the way he left. Yes, I agree that. But I mean, I do see where he could be a little pissed because he comes for Derek Carr. He came for DC. He didn't come for no other quarterback and probably no other reason. Well, besides grandma and everything like that. But I'm sure DC sweetened the pot, him being the quarterback, someone that he doesn't have to tell, hey, man, I like my footballs over my right shoulder. But, just like where you don't have to explain how you like things. They've worked together in college and the off season, all that kind of stuff. And then you take that away from him and you give him Jimmy G. Way different. Like we can't say that they're even the same type of quarterback. You know what I'm saying? So that's the thing. We have to learn to be patient. That's why the draft is so important because these are the players we got to get right. Like Genty, Bowers, Max, Genty, Bowers, Max. You know what I'm saying? Like players like that we've hit on are still here, still here with us. Colton Miller. You know what I'm saying? The people like that, it can't be just every other draft, though. We have to hit consistently. Whatever you're doing, whatever you've seen in those players, see the same thing, and it sucks because we have so many people bringing in these players, but the lasting ones, unfortunately, were the ones that, whatchamacallit, goodness, John Gruden. Like John Gruden, I feel, I understand, like, I agree with you definitely about him making the decisions and trades and stuff like that. Definitely not. But as far as he's a football coach and he knows good talent, you know what I'm saying? Like, and that's the thing. And he demands that you bring that execution. We've all seen the clip. And that's what I miss. That's what, like, remember we talked about this and we joked about this, Chris, early in the season before it started. And we talked about, like, okay, all this fun, having fun and all this kind of stuff when they lost a couple of the preseason games, like when they lost that Niner game. I was like, yeah, all that playing around and us wrestling and all that kind of stuff, man. I mean, at some point we got to get serious. So now I'm seeing where the discipline part is. Because all it is you have to have a coach that's drilling these plays into you. Like Belichick will make you run that play until you guys get it right. He don't care if one person messes up. You guys are going to keep running that play until we get it right. And you're going to run it again just to make sure that it is sunk in. And that's the type of coaching we need, whoever that is. I love a tough coach, a no BS coach. I mean, yeah, it's cool to have fun and all that kind of stuff too, but I mean, there's a time for fun. When you take your pads off, go change, that's when you have fun. Or when you celebrate after a win, that's when you have fun. But practice is getting better because I'm pretty sure the game before practice, you lost. So let's get better. You know what I'm saying? There's no fun time until we start winning, until we win 3 in a row. And then we'll start maybe having some fun. Sorry for that rant, y'all, but
Oh, I enjoyed it. That was good. Now my brain's playing.
Look at Big Time Willie. Look at Big Time Willie's comment. Look at those players.
Yeah, no, that's how I pull it up. Look at every other car. Like Derek Carr, let him go, didn't get nothing for him. Josh Jacobs, they want to sign him, traded Devontae. Hunter Renfrow let go. Now he's on a playoff team. Look, I'm going to tell you all these guys that's on playoff teams right now. Josh Jacobs, Devontae Adams, Hunter Renfrow, Darren Waller, not really. Spillane, Morik. Where's Morik at right now?
Grabbing people's genitals, punching people in the genitals and Panthers.
What team is he on right now?
Carolina.
They're right now in first place in their division. Sean Mullen, I don't think so. Meek Robinson, no, and they Hobbs. See, have more than half that team. They're on playoff teams. More than half. Okay, so they went to a better situation than they were here.
That's a whole squad. Like, I would take everybody on that squad, to be honest. Except for, I'll take everybody. I don't know what Nate Hobbs is doing with himself, over there now, but
I don't know if he's hurt again because I've heard
I was
too
gonna
much.
say I'm gonna take a wild guess and say maybe injured, but yeah, like players like this, Keyshawn Nixon is still doing it over there at Green Bay, which is crazy. I don't even know if it's Green Bay, but he's somewhere still balling.
Well, the reason why we can't kick it players is because we don't have a good staff and good coaching, and we always losing. Ain't no player want to play for a losing team the rest of his career. Their goal is, I want to get paid, but also I want to win a championship. I want my name written in a legacy, up on a wall like Super Bowl champs. And I don't care what anybody says. Players play to win. They don't play just maybe some do, not many, but play to get paid. They get paid to win champ. They want to win championships. I know I would. I'm gonna play football career for 4 years, 5 years. Like, why are we still at the bottom of the cellar? Why can't we win? Well, you know what? I'm done with this damn team. I want to win. I mean, I might like my team. I might love my teammates. Coaches might be okay. This is a nice area to play. We got all the good amenities. We got doing the best stadiums and best healthcare. All that good stuff. That's fine. But what good does that do if we're not winning games? I'm out of here. And you gotta look at it. And they're gonna say, like, are we building to win, or are we just building this to bring fans in to make money? What are we doing? We're not winning. Bad coaching, bad quarterback play, bad everything. And the only one bright spot on the team was AJ Cole, but then he kicked that short punt last week. But other than that, there's no bright spot on the team. None. Nothing to hang a hat on. Yeah, I used to say back in the day when we were losing that you guys lost again. Yeah, but at least the such and such had 120 yards rushing. That was a bright spot. We lost, but we had 125 yards rushing and 2 touchdowns. Or the quarterback threw 3 touchdowns. The receiver caught 100 something yards, or he had 4 or 3 sacks. I can say I can't say that now.
Yeah. See, I'm used to the losing. It's just I'm not used to us losing like this. You know, like we all, you know, I mean, we've lost with the best of them, but we never lost where like it felt like there was no soul. You know what I'm saying? Like no heart, no effort, or just no one cares. Because people have always cared. I mean, we've had, you know, those eras, you know, there's been some eras where, you know, players kind of checked out and stuff like that. But I mean, I just don't remember it being this bad and just this bad for so long. Because usually every regime usually picks up another, you know, kind of, you know, picks up some wins. It's a new, you know, new Raider team, new energy, you know. But this has just been the same thing since the McDaniels. You know, since we made the playoffs and failed, you know, since we made the playoffs, got beat by the Bengals, we just been sliding. We didn't build off that. That's where we went wrong. We took a team that was a playoff team, and we got rid of, you know, key players on that team. And you're not supposed to. You're like, hey, this worked. Maybe we have something here. You know what I'm saying? Like smart people would be like, hey, this worked. We've been trying to put all these different combinations together. This combination actually got us. We won 3 games in a row to start the season. We were 3-0. Maybe this is the team. And then not only do that, you fire the defensive coordinator after the defense, and that was cover 3, made us got to the playoffs.
True.
You know.
Hey, what's up, Mark? Welcome, dude. I don't know. I don't know what happened then from a playoff team to a last place team. That was then. I'm not looking at past anymore like that. You know, I try to forget those years. Well, there's a lot of years to forget. But you know, I'm gonna say this. I know every new head coach always have things they got to do, but some head coaches are coming in right away and turn team around in the first year. Look what Ben Johnson did to the Chicago Bears. But one thing he had vision. He said, "This is why we're run the offense. What we need to protect Caleb. Not Caleb. What's his name? I forget.
Caleb Williams.
We need to protect Caleb Williams. That's what they did. They went out, got some protection for him, and that was a little better. They streamlined the offense down where Caleb had to run for his life. Short passes, decent running game, good receivers. We knew what we needed last year. Did we get it? No. The offensive line was not that good last year. They were decent, but they wasn't that good. I don't think they were decent, really. But we had no running game. We was the last in the league in running. So we couldn't run block. I don't know if we got to do the running back or just we couldn't block for running. So when you see that coming to a team, that's it. First thing I'm gonna do is build his offensive line. So let's go sign Kappa. What? He was ranked the worst offensive line last year. Why would you sign a worst and give him all that money? So they are taking a step backwards. Then the Christian Wilkins debacle. I like when that happened. I like, yep, there go our season. Why? Because they let it get too far. They didn't grab the Bulls by the horn and say, yeah, you're gonna do this or that, but they let it get too far. And then things just went downhill from there. You know, lose Christian Wilkins. Jacoby Myers is gone. Who else did we lose? We lost someone else this year.
I know Wilkins was grabbing the bull by the horn. I know that's why he was out of here.
All right, I'm not good at that. This Sunday morning is still early for me. But I'm just saying though, they could nip that. I can't say it either because you'll probably comment that nip that in the bud. But you know, they could do something about that. They could they get disciplined. I mean, most teams discipline their players. So
he was definitely trying to nip.
Hey, Rob, Sue Rapine. So I besides that we lost. Who else did we trade? We traded somebody, or did we lose somebody?
Let me see.
So,
Pratt, Geronimo Pratt.
yeah, he quit.
Yeah, and we got nothing for a prime linebacker, like a starting linebacker anywhere. When we just said, hey, you know what? Just pack your stuff, man. Yeah.
I quit. I don't play for this team.
Yeah.
You know,
he went to the playoff team, which actually didn't work out too well for him because they just lost their quarterback and just got old, ancient Phillip Rivers. So we'll see how he feels about that.
But Phillip Rivers came back? That's right, sure did, huh? I remember seeing that.
Yeah. And he's starting. 44-year-old starter.
It was. He might be better than Geno, I'll tell you that.
What does that mean for Anthony Richardson though? You know, or is he hurt? Or are they not starting him?
But he's on the Colts, right?
Yeah.
I don't know what's up with Anthony Richardson. I guess they don't feel he's the quarterback they thought he would be.
That's crazy. Because you go and get somebody that's retired and hasn't played for damn near 5 years.
Yeah, you go. Yeah, go knock on your door. Rivers sitting on his rocking chairs. What do they call it? It's easy comforter. Like, yeah, get the door, honey. Yeah, this NFL. They want you to come back. All right.
He's all, this must be a prank. Like, no, we're serious, man. We're trying to make this run.
So you got punked. Yeah, but he's on the team. Good for him. Yeah, well, that's good for them. You know, do that to do, but they did what they had to do.
Mm-hmm.
They didn't trust Richardson, but I really don't care what the coach do moving forward. What I do care about was the Raiders do moving forward. And like I said, this game is like I said, reiterate, it's a must win Philadelphia to stay ahead of Dallas because Dallas on their heels. Let's win for us? No. I never root for the Raiders to lose. Never. Sometimes I expect them to win, Raiders are expecting them to lose. I just don't see them win this game because they're going to come out a lot because the last few games, they ain't looked that good. Look good at all. And knowing Raiders history, every time a team is struggling, they manage to get better after they beat us. Every time. I mean, that one year when Kelsey was having a down year, then we played him. Then Kelsey got the pass, and then he took off from there. I think it was who was it? Cincinnati was another team that the same thing. They were just barely trying to get in the playoffs. They needed to win. They did. They beat us, and then they won 3 straight after that. Yeah. You know, that's what we do. We give other teams hope. You know, you guys are struggling. Just play us. We'll let you win, and we don't let you win, but you will win, and you'll get better. Like we're the practice team.
Yeah, we're the get right team. That's what I'm saying. That's what a lot of people are saying too. This is going to be a get right game for Philly.
Yeah,
you know,
I'm not hoping for a loss, Richard. But do I want to stay at number 2, possibly get number 1 pick? Yeah, of course I do. Because if we win, we'll go drop down to number 8. You know how that works out. So, like last year when we was up there, we won 2 meaningless games. Why we win these games? We was up there in the top 5 picks. And then Mark Davis celebrated. Yeah, for what are you celebrating, dude?
I know. The look on his face. I'll just say his face. The look on his face when he came in that locker room, looking around like, yeah. I'm like, what are you celebrating? You just pushed us further away from getting better.
Yeah. So, yeah.
And then, like you said, Carolina. Look at Carolina now. Carolina was in the same grouping as us. And, you know, look at them.
They're now. They're in first place right now.
That's crazy.
Overtime Bay in Atlanta. And
did you see the Tampa game? That was crazy. They melted down.
That's it. You guys are playing like us. What are you guys doing?
Yeah.
Bad calls, bad decision making. But you know, on any given Sunday, Monday, or Thursday night, or whatever, things happen. And I know that. and everybody knows that because you can be favored to win and get your butt kicked, blown out by a team you should have beat. So it happens. But we were never favored in the game this year. I don't think. Oh, I think we were favored in 1 or 2 games out of 13. Yeah, and those are both home games. So we're never favored. Never.
Yeah. Well, if the Patriots won the Super Bowl, we beat the, we showed them what it looked like.
I think the Jets. Yeah, no, we need a quarterback. I think New Orleans might be shopping for a quarterback too. I mean, that guy South's doing pretty good. He looked pretty good out there. That one I say we should have drafted.
I seen one where they traded because they have us where we are now, and then they had LA trading for Stafford's replacement with, I believe it was Mendoza. They traded up to get Mendoza. There's been a lot of different trades. They've had the Jets trading up. They've had I've seen the Saints trade up. I've seen the Rams. So that's why I want number one. I want to get into the position. If anybody's gonna make some money or some trades or picks, we need that. We need all that.
Yeah, Rams probably are shopping for a quarterback for a replacement for Stafford. Mm-hmm. But there's only one team that's up there that would trade the Rams. That'd be the Giants.
Yeah,
because they got their quarterback.
Yeah, so which they can do at second. Like once we get them out of the way, they can probably trade in a second. But they don't know what we want to do. So that's the thing. We're the dangerous one because there's a right and wrong choice for us. There's Dante Moore, and then there's Mendoza, and then there's everyone else with the linemen, whatever we decide to do. But I feel like there's always for us. There's 2 choices, but there's the right and the wrong, and we always go wrong. So that's what I'm saying. This is the most important thing we have to get right. We have to get this right. And then if we get this right, nation, I'm not saying Mendoza is going to be Brady or nothing like that, or Dante Moore is going to be, whatever. I'm saying that we need to finally get this thing in place, get a quarterback in place. Everybody look at we name any team from the Browns to the Panthers to the Jets are still trying to figure it out. Jets will probably go that way this year because, there's not too many teams that haven't taken a chance on the quarterback. We're so stubborn. We're trying to do the free agent thing because in 1984 we won with the with a free agent quarterback. So that's the thing. We have to go with get with the times. We have to get with the times. And it's not saying that he's going to be a game changer. And yeah, I heard that too with New Orleans. They're happy with Shook. But we have to get our guy, and it's not going to take $40 million a year for these quarterbacks that we keep bringing in that are not doing the job. We could have won 2 games with Aiden O'Connell. We probably could have won more. You know what I'm saying? So that's the thing. We have to build this team up around so that when we get to that point, say if Mendoza or Dante Moore isn't the guy, we'll have our team built up at least enough that we can safely plug in another quarterback that can do the job because we've gave them the line, we've fixed the D, we've got some wide receivers, we got some star, like right now we don't have that. So we have to start somewhere. So let's start at the top. Let's get the quarterback in place, and then we can build down. We can build around it. Get the line, because I'm pretty sure I have full faith, and I will lose faith in this organization if they don't address this line. That's how confident I am that they are going to fix this line. It's not going to be looking – I hope the people that are starting now are either on the practice squad or, somewhere else. Because we need some changes, and we need changes from people that actually do the thing. Like Chris always talks about getting a true center. I know, the JPJ thing, all that, but we need a true center. We need a true center that has done this before, that's comfortable, that's not going to be, deer in the headlights. We need somebody that knows what they're doing, because we need them to recognize. That's the thing. You have a rookie as a center, and you're expecting him to know all the blitzes, all the coverages, all the calls and everything as a rookie. No, he's not going to know all this. But you get someone that's been in the league and then knows how to call out and knows how to, what's the word I'm looking for? Pretty much recognize. Sorry, thank you. Recognize all the, who's coming, who's blitzing, who's not, who's, all the different assignments. Thank you. That's the word I was looking for. Assignments. You know, and that's the thing. We need a vet in some positions. Yeah, there's some positions you can get away with, you know, having rookies and first year, second year players, but there's some positions that you want a vet. Look how Philly did with the Kelsey brother. You know what I'm saying? Someone that was solid in that position. I would have damn kicked the damn tires with him, even though he was gonna retire. You know what I'm saying? I would have been like, hey, I would have threw some money just to get a veteran that's been in the game. That's he knows what he's doing. Yeah, bless you, bless you.
Yeah. Excuse me. Yeah, you can. But you gotta look at what's coming up this off season. We gotta change a lot of things around. Like I said, we don't know Pete Carroll's gonna be there at the end of the season. We don't know if Olsen's going to be the offensive coordinator at the end of the season. Like I said earlier, we don't know if Patrick Graham's going to be there at the end of the season. So basically, they got to rebuild a whole coaching staff. You know, so from there, once they get that done, then you can talk about what quarterback we're going to use that play in the offensive coordinator, whoever decide to get system. Because some quarterbacks can play better in other systems than other way. Some quarterbacks and players play better in certain systems. It's not just hike the ball and run the ball. There's a lot of things going in between time. So a certain system fits other players better, defense and offense, and special teams for that matter. So you can't, just like McVay. His system works for damn near every quarterback he brings in because he has a quarterback friendly system, right? So he can pick somebody. He can pick like the number 89th in the draft because a quarterback and make him a superstar in 1 year. But we don't have that type of offensive coordinator or talent on our team to do that. Chewy, it's not being negative. I see. I'm not gonna post that. But so we gotta start with that. We gotta start with the upper management first. Spytek's not going nowhere.
Yeah.
And let Spytek do his job. I know this was his first year. He's getting the hang of it. Now, after 1 year, you're no longer a rookie GM. You are now second string. Not now. You are a second year GM. Let him do his job. And they put it shouldn't be. Well, the coach will say, "Hey, GM, I need this style of running back. Go get him." But that's not running to really don't do anything for our team. But they'll go out and get him anyway. The GM say, "Hey, what kind of running back you want?" I'm kind of contradicting myself. I'm kind of messing my thoughts up. Hold on a minute. Let me think about it. Go ahead and say something. My head's still kind of cloudy.
No, I was just thinking so since how like on the roster, we'll have maybe 3 running backs, 5 wide receivers, 5 corners, whatever it is. So if we're not using all these running backs, can we get some help in the line? Like bring up some players because if we're not using Mostert and you're just using one running back, what I'm saying, like where are these other players? What players are you using these other designations for? You know what I'm saying? Like, because if Mostert's not playing, I mean, I know he's called up, he's active, but I'm saying if you're not using him on the field, that could be another lineman that we could be shuffling in and out in this line. Like if we're not using Zamir, you're not using Mostert, and it's just Genty, then I mean that's either you can bring up another wide receiver, you can bring up another lineman, tackle, something. Because I mean, once for the roster, you have a certain amount, and we just haven't been using them. Well, of course, we're not extending drives. Of course, we can't. If you're only 3 plays per per drive, then you're probably not going to use as many people. And then I don't like hearing that from Pete, because that was the excuse when Chip was here. They're like, well, we planned on running more, but we were down and this time and stuff like that, and we probably would have had 10 more runs in the second half if things had been different. But we just got to start.
we wasn't down that much when they started running the ball. It was so early in the game, man. We was going down 7-0. They stopped running and throw the ball. So,
Yeah.
like I said, I discussed that the other day. That's an internal thing. I don't know what Chip Kelly decided to show you guys. I'm not gonna run the ball. And then I don't think he and Pete got along. I don't know. I wasn't there. I don't know. But
I think Pete just kind of let him rock. It was kind of like, hey, you're supposed to be a pro at this thing, so I'm gonna let you kind of do your thing, and it wouldn't work, and it kept not working. You know what I'm saying? Like, and he's like, okay, well, maybe you'll figure this thing out. It is year one, blah blah blah, and then it just never happened. And Pete's like, okay, at some point we gotta, because it's either you or me. So what I'm saying, somebody had to go. But see, the thing, I always knew Chip wasn't gonna be here that long. Chip is a college quarterback. You know what I'm saying? Chip, there's so many.
College, not quarterback.
Yeah, I was gonna say there's so many jobs.
You said Chip's a college. You said Chip's a college quarterback. He's a college coach. I could imagine seeing Chip out there throwing a ball.
I meant coach. Yeah, like college. Yeah, he's a college coach, and like I when I heard certain jobs opening up, I was like, oh yeah, he probably out of here soon. So if they fire him, it kind of worked out, because I was gonna say he was fine with it. He was like, hey, I tried to do what I could, whatever, but he knew he was just waiting for a college job to open up. Because after a certain point, it just wasn't working.
Well, yeah, Pete's still living in the old days. He had success with Seattle, and that's still to try to run that same system. And that system it's outdated. Football changes every year. That damn near changes every game. So things change. That what you did in Seattle is not working here today because people figured it out. That's why in the last years with Seattle, everybody was just beating them up. Oh, we know how you run it. We see that. This cover 3 defense, and we're picking that apart. Change. And one thing about being an old guy like I am, sometimes you get in your ways and you don't want to change.
Mm-hmm.
You figure it's too late to change. So, yeah, like you said, it's not 2014 exactly. 11 years later, they're still trying to run and do the same thing. Yeah, getting in their ways, and they're not going to change. They figure it worked before, it worked now.
Yeah,
I don't know that his mindset is, but I know a lot of people that are up in their age and they're stubborn as hell. They say, dude, you can change that. Why should I? It worked for me for 30 years. Why should I change it now?
This guy.
Well, it'd be better for you, but I don't want to change it now because it always worked. Okay, then that's what I'm talking about. So I don't know if he's like that or not, but to me it seems like it.
I don't know if everybody remembers this. When like your friends playing the video game and you want to play, of course, but you're like, here, let me do it. Because he keeps either not doing it right or keeps failing at the level. And he's like, here, let me try. Let me do it. That's what the Raiders just feel like to me. Because like I hear from Raider Nation, man, everything that we need to do. But then when I hear these press conferences, it's just a whole bunch of hot air. Like I don't even like enjoy listening to them things no more. To be honest, it's like there's no point.
Yeah, unless it's a player I want to see talk. Maybe like Caleb Rogers on the mic. I want to hear him talk. Yeah. Or Jet Besh is on the mic. I want to hear him talk, or Bowers. But when it comes to Pete Carroll, I don't want to hear him say shit.
Yeah. Patrick Graham, I kind of don't. I mean, I don't know. I'm 50-50 because I don't mind it because maybe I don't see him too much, but it's just I'm tired of it all. I'm just tired of the talk. It's because it's all talk. And it's like talk. Nothing changes. Like it's like if what they said was happening and we see that, it could be just a bobble ball or something like that. It just went the defense's way. But no, this is just it's the simple things that we can't do, and it's like, what are we practicing? What are we doing all week? That's why the press conferences don't mean anything, because it's like, I don't expect anything, because it's like, we took you on the 10 wins thing. You got us excited, and that's where you kind of were burnt, because, you gave us pretty much hope when we knew in the back of our mind, like, we're not dumb. We knew that this line was not what it was. We knew that Kappa was not going to change this line that much. When they start shuffling JPJ around, all this kind of stuff, and trying to change Genty's stance, it was just too much stuff that wasn't focused on winning. Like, you guys are focused on all the wrong things. We need to focus on getting, like, they should have seen from the years prior. But like I said, every time it's easy to shuffle when you 1 year coach here. Okay, bam. Okay, he's out of here. Okay, now another coach. So you almost get a free year. That's why I don't see Pete getting fired this year. You know, because everyone's got more than their fair share of time here to mess this thing up. So, I think out of everybody that you would trust, you would kind of trust Pete. I know with 2 wins, but you would trust Pete a little bit more than you would trust, like, say, McDaniels going any further, you know, or it's just, I don't know. It's one of those things that this thing has to go a certain way or it's never going to change. Because that's why I don't like the Joe Burrow talk right now. I
Oh
love
my
Joe
God!
Burrow.
Why are you bringing Joe Burrow? He's going from a bad situation to a worse situation.
Yeah, and I
You know,
love
like
Joe Burrow. I love Joe Burrow, but I don't want us to sidetrack and get
why
distracted. Because what is that?
why
Another contract.
we're gonna spend a lot of money for one quarterback who's gonna go, like I said, from a bad situation to a worse situation.
Yeah.
Okay, fine. He's not gonna take our.
Jamar
He's
Chase isn't
not
on our team.
Jamar Chase or the other guy, Higgins. He's not on our team. You know, and you put him down on an offensive line that can't protect anybody. So it's gonna be the exact same situation.
Yeah. And then we'll
And go
get
make all that
Higgins
money.
and make him a number 1. We'll get Higgins and make him a number 1. But, you know, it's not. It's the
That's
usual,
fine.
the Raider rotation of how we do things. It's so backwards. We'll try to do it like, okay, if we get him, or we just get maybe one big name, another big name, and then we got this thing. Like, no, even
No,
this thing
it's
out.
more than that.
Spread.
It's more than that. It's
Yeah,
more than just, yeah. You can get those guys. That'd be great. You get them, but also you get the other guys too.
exactly. Imagine how they try to. If we get Joe Burrow, imagine the defense then. Like, he came for $2 million. Oh, we got this guy for $1.5 million. Now we got the, you know, it's like we're gonna have to do all that instead of, you know, just getting our own version. Like, if we're gonna do it, trade up. And see, that's the thing. We can never trade up because we can never fill out our team enough that we can give up that many draft picks. We need every dang draft pick we got this year. You know, it's like not like we're like, okay, we're good, and because I mean, it looks like we were good, you know, at the
Well,
beginning of the
yeah, it is.
season.
I was sipping that Kool-Aid 10 wins. I like, yeah, I didn't even say 10 wins. I didn't know it was going the other way around. Jeez. But, you know, broken promises, catfish, what fool's gold, you know. Yeah, he sold us. Yeah, he did. Everybody was excited. But like you said, Pete Carroll's not going to get fired this year. Huh. They might not get fired. They might have to step down.
Yeah, I can see that happening, but I see Mark is soft, bro. That's the thing. I don't see him being like that backbone where he's, you know, he and his dad. He's gonna kind of let stuff happen
Shit.
until
Out there was like Pete Carroll been gone a long time ago. He had been gone a long time ago. He was gone halfway through before the halfway through the season. Like, what the hell you got out there now?
Yeah. He told us to smarten up. Remember, he told us smarten up when we were on McDaniel's ass. So I mean, if you think that about McDaniel's, if you think so high about him, I can only imagine how much they respect Pete enough to not let him go out. I think it's more of a respect thing for Pete. They're not gonna fire him, and you know, because 1 year he's been here 1 year. He's not, bro. This team has been sorry for years. It's not just Pete. You know what I mean? We blame everybody, but it's not Pete. It's how we run this organization. It's how we put our teams together. We got to stop being greedy. Stop thinking that one person is going to change things. When, you know, we plug in a Hall of Fame quarterback, but we have no receivers. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's like your number 1 receiver is your tight end. You know what I'm saying? Like, and it shows.
I understand all that. That's first year. You know, that'd be another coach going again. Yeah, we need to stop doing that. You know, I know that some coaches come in their first year, they don't do well the first couple of seasons, or season or two, whatever. But they had an upward trending thing. They went from winning 3 games that year to 8 games, and now they're in the playoffs. We don't know, like we're trending that direction. Like we're gonna win 2 games this year, then we're gonna win no games next year. And then we're going to owe a couple of games for the following year. Say, well, we got negative 2 wins. Well, you got owe us 2 wins for the next season. That's what it looked like to me. We're trending
He
backwards.
said -2. Hey, we can pull it off too. If
Yeah,
anybody
he
can
has.
pull it off, we can
Yeah,
pull
you
it
got
off.
owe us 2 games. You guys playing 19 games because you guys owe us 2.
Sheesh. And it's sad because I can see that happening. I can see if anybody can get a negative win, we can get that. We'll find a way.
Possibly. You never know with the NFL.
Chewy, appreciate that too, brother. Rich, what up? Raider Knight, salute too, brother. Yes, sir. I think she did.
It should be for a while. We're going to see. What time has he got? I can't find my clock. Somebody stole my clock.
Oh, it's 9:32.
Now we got about 10 more minutes. I'm gonna go in there, cook me some breakfast, then try to and watch this game. And I don't know if he's in here now. He said, "Don't play any games today, Chris." I said, "Well, the games get boring. I will play a game." Yeah, ask your mom. That's me.
That's your mom if I'm real.
I know what that means.
Yeah,
son, just not drinking milk and eating cookies downstairs. Where's mama at?
That part. Trying to get this.
Yeah. I'm not doing a score prediction. I don't really care what the score is going to be. Only thing I want to see is the Raiders in the game, the whole game. Now it's not going to be 24-3 at halftime. I don't want to see that.
I'm just so toxic. I just want to see Raider football. Like, even though it's over, I still love seeing it. Like, I still love seeing it. And I think I'm just prepared now. Because, every game you go into it, like, okay, this could be we could do some things. And it's like, I don't have that feeling this year. I don't have that, like, okay, we could, do some things. And it doesn't have that feel. You know what I'm saying? I've seen many versions of this team. And this one is one of the worst.
Thank you, Chewy. Yeah, make sure you guys, like Chewy said, make sure you sub up, hit the likes. I really appreciate it. I'm almost 100 away from that magic number of 500, and the TV tray is still up for grabs, plus another surprise gift too as well.
Need that.
So I'm gonna send you some. I should. I'll bring it Tuesday. Tuesday before we start the show, I got another thing I'm gonna show you guys that you also can get. I forgot to bring it out. I'm still waking up. You'll probably be halftime before I actually wake up, and the red score will be like 31-6.
Damn.
I don't know. Hopefully not, but the game starts in like 20 minutes.
Yeah, I just started my free trial. I think it was with one of those Fox or something like that. So
yeah, I can see that score.
Right
24-10, and Chris TJ will be mine. Well, you guys gonna get 2 TV trays. It's a set. It's gonna be 2 of them. So you and your partner, whoever, or buddy or whatever, can have a TV tray while I sit and watch the Raiders lose or win.
I'm gonna mess the nation up right now. I don't know if you guys seen some of those shorts, but Gino can't mess this thing up. But Kenny can. Kung Fu Kenny. No, I'm saying, but I think it's gonna be closer than we think. I really do, and I just like I said, we don't want this team to lose. It's not that we want them to lose. It's just that losing benefits the team a lot better than winning does.
Now it does.
Yeah, now it does. Because until we get our 10th loss and it's over, like playoff contention is done, then there's nothing, there's no point in winning. Because if you can't get to the playoffs, unless, you're still in this thing, then shit, let's rock it out till they say we're eliminated. But if we're eliminated, then we're not playing for nothing. So if anything, we're playing for next year. So let's get better, let's stay healthy, and let's come into this season with a vengeance.
Yeah, like I said, let's go. Let's dig. I'm not saying clear the bench out. I said, good. Okay, let the rookies play. Mm-hmm. What harm can it do? What goal are we trying to present? Okay, let's get these guys ready for next year. The rookies, the UDFAs, and any of the guys that ever play, like Dalton Wagner. I don't know why he's still on the practice squad because he hasn't been on the team yet. I haven't seen him on the field yet. He's always been on the practice squad. I'm surprised.
Yeah.
It must be pretty bad. Nobody picked him up. It must be that bad because usually teams will pick and off the practice squad, and he's still there. I don't get it, but anyway, any final thoughts, Mr. Daddy? I was like, she's knocked out.
Yeah, she
Now
just went to sleep.
she sleep. She's now you can't take your nap because the game about to start.
Yeah, but the good thing is the game's about to start. But yeah, just it's bittersweet because we're just landing the plane on what we need to do. But we only have a few games left of Raider football, and we know how long the offseason can be. But for us to fix what's going on this season, we have to get to this offseason. So let's keep it rolling. And fly, Eagles fly, Let's look better. Let's get better. If we win, cool. But if we don't, even better. You know what I'm saying? So that's the thing. We need to get better, and we need that top spot, y'all, because then we control the power of what trades. Because we could trade back a couple of times and be cool and still get a good player. You know what I'm saying? Like if worst case, we trade back twice and we've came up. We came up and we could fatten up.
Even at number 2, we still have the power. So if we stay in that top 5, we're still good, still golden. But if we drop number 8, then we have no power left.
None.
But
and
like
people be talking, let's trade up when we were there.
We were there. Like last year, we were already there. Why are we gonna trade up? We were there, but they won those 2 meaningless games that they didn't need to win. And I'm not saying tank. But why you celebrate when you was at the number 1, number 2 pick last year, then you win these games and drop down number 6, 7. Don't win.
Yeah.
I mean, play game, put the rookies out there. So we lose because the rookies out there. Well, then we have an excuse we can go with. Well, we started most of our rookies and we lost to a team that's a veteran team. Okay, I can accept that. Barely.
Yeah.
I hate to lose, but
yeah. I even though I know we have to lose this game, like I know I say that we need to, but when I'm watching the game, it's always rooting for them to win. Like I hate when we get sacked on third downs. It's not in me to, when we take a sack, for me to celebrate. I'm not that happy about it. I'm not happy about the whole situation. It sucks that but if this season is going to go this bad, at least give me something to look forward to. If it's not the first pick, because I watch the games, I still won't win.
Joe about to kick you out the chat. Stop being so goddamn negative. I'm going to kick you out.
I've even heard somebody else that was all not about the tank and all this kind of stuff, but they even got it. I'm like, thank you. That's the point. Nobody wants to be in this position, but we've earned it. So here we are. Let's get the best that the worst gets.
Yeah. Well. What time we got here? Anywho, I'm gonna go get ready. Yeah, put a little Mari to sleep. Well, she is asleep. I'm gonna put her in bed. Very comfortable.
She outro.
She is. That looks good to me. I should do the same thing. Yeah, we got 5 minutes left. Okay, so we had 2 scores. Chewy React said 24-10. Who said? Somebody said 24-17. I'm not doing the score position. Anybody else will get a score position, go ahead and put it in the chat. And we'll see if it comes to fruition.
23-22 Raiders. Let's go.
That's a weird score.
Hey, the nation mad at me right now. Like, what the hell? We don't need to win. No,
that's 22 points in the game. I've never said if we get past 15, that'll be a win. Like last week, we got past 15. Like, yay! We're dead last in points per game. Dead last, averaging 15 points.
I actually see Kenny Pickett as like he'll be a quarterback, because we haven't seen any consistent quarterback play. And I think he'll just do the basic stuff that Geno would just not do at all. 6, 7. I see you too. No, but I think he'll do he'll hit his check downs. He'll get, he'll be a little bit more consistent with his throws. That's what I feel. I mean, if you made Cedric Jackson look like, you know what I'm saying? I just like that pass, man. I can still see that pass.
Oh, it was a good route. He ran a good route. They actually ran a good route. So what's your choice to drink for early morning games? Usually coffee. I don't drink anything else.
I love a smoothie in my life.
Have a golden rule. I don't drink alcohol if I do drink that day till after 12. That's the way I said. Been like that for like 30 years. So hot chocolate and Fireball or coffee and Fireball.
Fireball.
Can't stand Fireball. If I'm gonna put whiskey in, I'm gonna put whiskey like Jack Daniels or something else. Or Marcus Smart. I hate Fireball. Anyhow, so Suey says 6 or 7, 8, 9 Grinch. What does that mean?
6, 7. No one knows. No one will ever know.
Oh, okay. I see what you're doing. I got you. Yeah, I don't know where we got that information from. It's not. Nothing's good for you. Yeah, I like a good Irish coffee when I can find one.
Oh, shit. I forgot to put it.
Yeah, okay. Well, we're going to end this show. Everybody talking about alcohol now. 23-22.
Yeah.
I'll be an interact. That's the biggest bet right there. Score gonna be 23-22.
Yeah. And then go from 2 to 8.
All right.
Yeah, we actually got a good thing. I know it sucks, but we got a good thing going, Nation. Let's not mess this thing up.
Yeah, we do. We got a good thing going in the wrong direction, but it's still a good thing.
Yeah.
You know. So
we win the prize that is the worst team in the league.
Yeah, but the thing is that we can get that number 1 pick or number 2 pick. We got to make sure we do it right this time because our top picks are never that great in the past history. We don't know what GT can do because the offensive line hasn't helped them out. So hopefully we get some help on the offensive line. Hopefully we get some help in the DB room. Well, we need help all across the board. Even the water guys got to be replaced. Everybody got to be replaced. It's a clean house. All right.
Yes, sir.
No. Yeah, I'm not drinking today. I'm done with that today. None. You guys think I drink every day? I don't. You probably see me drinking on the shows. Yeah, just to liven it up so I can wake up, but I don't drink every day. No, yeah, so get that out fine.
Yeah, don't paint my guy in that negative light. He's an upstanding citizen. He does a lot of good in the community.
Well, I don't know about that, but I don't drink every day. Oh man, I do not drink every day. So some days I'll sit there and look at the shelf with the beer case and the cat won't keep my alcohol. I look at it like, no one.
Yes, sir.
Chewy, what's up with you? I'm Mexican, bro. I do, Chris. Oh yeah, okay. Well, good for you. I'm not 25 years old anymore. Shit, I gotta make sure I take care of my body. I'm trying to stay lifelong and see Raiders win something, anything, a division or something. I'm not. So I'm trying to hang in there.
12 wins next year, though, baby. No, that's fine. Sorry, I'm starting early.
Yeah. Well, that's backwards. I think if the Raiders win a championship, we all gonna turn alcoholics because it's gonna be a long time coming.
Oh yeah. We ain't letting nobody hear the end of it either. All that mess. No, Raiders suck. Yeah.
I'm cool with that, man. It don't matter to me. You guys always pick on me. I like it. So, well, they say if you have 1 beer a day, you're an alcoholic. Like, okay. So, you know how much alcohol is in cold medicine, right? So, if you take cold medicine, you're an alcoholic.
Definitely.
So it's like NyQuil and all that, Robitussin. Yeah, they alcohol because there's alcohol in it. Robitussin. So Chewy's saying that Ravens Super Bowl, he don't get a tattoo on your cheek. I'm gonna hold you to that. Hope I'm alive to see it. Because I will see you get a cheek tattoo to Raiders someone.
There you
go. Yeah, okay, we'll get into that subject. Anyway, Jason, man. Good to see you in March this morning. I think I was late because I overslept. Like, let me get up do a show.
Hey, you was right on time. No in the trip. Yeah. Yes, sir. So yeah, we get ready for the game. I love an early game. We get to get it out the way. We get to
Yeah.
get it going.
So we can be depressed the rest of the day. Yeah, that's good to have an early game. Like,
Hey, we'll sit in first for like a quarter. Like maybe like about an hour or a couple hours, and then once the
what time?
Giants play,
What time they
once the
play?
Giants, I want to say they play at 1, or they might be at the same time too. But
Yeah, it doesn't matter. Yeah, the Raiders have to fill their own destiny. They could either be in let's see Bill Patriots. Let's see. That was a crazy game, that Tampa Bay game, because I walked out, said that Tampa Bay got this game. I came back in. My wife was watching the game. I came back in. I was outside. Came back in, like, what the hell just happened? That's the second game I missed like that. I wasn't really, I was looking at it, but I wasn't watching it. Yeah, they played at 10 o'clock today. They played the Commanders.
Oh, okay. So they'll be in the same.
They probably can win that game. Because
we can't
season
mess this up then.
Yeah, they probably can win that game. If they win this game, then the Raiders are sitting in first. And draft pick. And like I said, 4 games left. We talking about draft picks already. That's what I don't like. But what can you do about it? Packers play the Broncos today. The Titans play the 49ers. 49ers should win that game, but you never know. Like I said, them game, you never know.
Yeah. Well, Nation, we out, man. We're going to get up out of here. Nah, I think the Giants got us. Giants have a better everything right now than us. Because they have wide receivers. We don't.
We have wide receivers. It's that we don't know how good they are because we never can give them the ball. So, no, we got wide receivers. We got a running back. We don't know how good it can be because we can't block for him. We have tight ends. One.
Just can't get the ball to him.
We have the guys. It's just that the main reason why they don't look like they do is because they're getting the ball to them. You know what I'm saying? My wife was watching the game. It was last week. Yeah, we was playing. Yeah, it was last week or week before. Won the games. She was in her spot watching the game, and she says at the same time I did, throw the damn ball. Like,
yeah, I swear every time I see him, like, throw the ball, throw the goddamn ball.
And I went to her area and said, "We can't be watching the rare game. They just hold the ball." Like, now, why is the 49er fan? As anybody should know by now. But when my wife's saying that, there got to be something to it. She's a football fan anyway.
Yeah.
All right, guys, we're going to get up out of here. Chewy, if we win, Chewy. Not Chewy, yeah, you can come in too. If you want to do a post-game wrap-up, if we win, we can. Just hit me up. If not, I don't care.
Oh, yeah, it's going to be outrage if we win. We definitely going to hop on here. Yeah, but I mean, but it's how we win, though. If we look like hella good and this is the team that we've been waiting on this all year, at least it'll give us some positivity. But if this is one of those where it's just nobody wants to win and we just kind of stumble upon but I mean, we'll
that's
see.
Facts.
We'll see
Very nice. That's facts. Yes, that's facts. But defenses do win championships, but still, you got to put a lot more effort to the offense too. Just want to say that. All right, guys. We are out of here.
Yes, sir.
Take care. Thanks for joining us. I'm Chris for Raiders. And my main man over there is Raider Nation Jason. Make sure you hit the subs, the likes, and the notifications for all our channels. We would appreciate it. Like I said, I got the TV tray sitting over here. And I have something I'm going to show you. What I'm also going to send you guys too for that magical draw. As soon as I get to 500, I'm doing a drawing. You're welcome. You guys have a good day. Be safe. Don't drink too much this morning. I'm not. I know what you're going to do. All right, guys. We are out of here. Go Raiders.
Yes, sir.
Now I'm in the spot where I want to be.